The reason that we are our own biggest enemy is not because of what you think. Like, most people would think that the reason that they don't like themselves, that they're really hard on themselves, the reason that they can't pull themselves out of is because that they're bad. They think that the reason that they don't like them is internal when it's actually external. Like, I challenge you, the people around you, what do they say about you? Like, how do they actually treat you? Do they lift you up, or do they validate you? Do they make you feel wanted or seen, or do you feel like you have to prove or act or do something more for them? Most people are rooted in what was said to them or done to them in their past, or the people around them currently, that they don't realize that everything that they need is internal. Like, validation never has to be external, and we fail at this because we have tied ourselves to them. Like, you tie yourself to the thought of what other people are going to say. Like, this is a perfect example. A video on YouTube. One of the biggest things that most people would do, the reason most people fail at content creation, at creating the life that they want, at creating things, is because they think that metrics will define what they have to offer. I feel myself personally that I have some great things to offer. I feel like I think things through thoroughly, and I read a lot, and I've had a lot of conversations with people, and I study a lot, and I feel like these things have given me a firm foundation. But if my validation were to be based on the views, this would have ended a long time ago. This would have stopped. And I can't stop because it's not based on what other people say. So what I'm saying with this, what are we doing here? The only way that we ever become firm in who we are is that we rob validation from those people and give it to ourselves. We stop creating a space where we need someone to like us, or we need someone to approve us, or we need somebody to make us feel that what we're doing is right. The only way you will ever be joyful in this world is when you learn to validate yourself. My validation does not come from my success. It does not come from people's approval. It doesn't even come from my finances. My validation comes from the fact that I believe in me, that I love me, that I show up for me, that I know what I'm capable of. And at the end of the day, you will exhaust yourself trying to get validation from other people when they don't even validate themselves. You will sit here and try to get people that don't like themselves to like you. But when you are firm in you, there's something powerful that happens. There's something in us that just, it's exuberant. People receive it. They understand and they see it because you are firm in yourself. And you have been taught to not like you for so long that this feels awkward. These transitions, these stages that you're going to have to go through and grow through are going to feel weird. They're going to feel like like you're walking again, like you're taking these steps and you're kind of falling over. But if you keep getting back up, eventually you're going to learn how to fall. You're going to learn how to walk. You're going to learn how to run. And all these steps will lead you into this reality of who you are. Most people don't validate themselves. Most people don't like who they are or afraid of who they are because they think that it needs to be liked or approved somewhere else. And it's simple structure. One, we wake up. We decide that I'm going to choose me. I'm going to start validating me. I'm going to stop taking people's word as gospel. Stop taking what they feel. I'm going to stop taking other people's insecurity as my life. Because most people will try to project on you what they are. They'll try to project how they're feeling, how they're struggling. They'll try to project their failures on you. And when you stop taking their projections for yourself, you start validating yourself. You don't allow them to rob you of your validity because you're not matching what they need. You're not checking off their boxes. You're not doing what they want. Validation only comes when you stop allowing people to control that. Most people will want and say the worst thing for you because they believe that about themselves. And when we do that, when we stop giving them power, then we finally come into the stage of confidence. And confidence is just loving yourself, literally. It's just knowing that I'm not perfect and I don't have it all figured out, but I know who I am and I love me and I'm there for me. We have to allow ourselves the space and opportunity to actually do something. Because most people, again, they will never do anything because that's where they're stuck. They've remained in this lie of themselves, and they're afraid of being alone. There's a difference between solitude and loneliness, and this is an important thing here. That solitude means I'm growing and I'm changing and I'm doing things. Loneliness means that there's a factor that's missing. And I'm not saying that you don't feel lonely or alone when you don't have certain people around you, but those people will never define what's in you. They're the exterior thing. Some people never met themselves, so they hinge on what other people say about them. They hinge on what people believe about them. It's this reality that you need to learn to love you. You're not afraid of being alone. You're afraid of what you'll hear when it's quiet. Most of us don't allow ourselves the space to actually listen to ourselves, to be real with who we are, to not need people around you. And one big takeaway that as you grow and as you do this, is as you become confident, as you become successful, as you don't need other people's validation, as this becomes firm in you, you will expose a lot of people. There will be a lot of people in your life that are going to just show you their true colors. And that's only going to come with the factor of you loving you enough that you don't bend over for them, that you don't bend up backwards, that you don't allow them to continue to steal that from you. You don't need anyone. And if no one's ever told you this and you just stumbled on a YouTube video and there's a random guy and you've been watched this far, first of all, thank you. But I want to give you that validation that you don't need anyone else to validate you. You got it already. It's already in you. It's already a part of you. There's this reality of who you are despite anything else. We need to learn to meet us, to allow us to just grow. There's a reason why people are so clingy, for better lack of words, to other people. It's because they don't know themselves. They need this crutch. They need a person. It's not their fault either. If it's you, it's not your fault. You've been adapted to this for so long that it's become a part of who you are. So what your mind is telling you, this is our job. This is what we need to do. And this is why they're always jumping from relationship to relationship, or they're always afraid of not being enough, or they keep falling short because that's who they have become. That's what they've made themselves to be. We need to allow ourselves the space to rebuild us. And sometimes that's going to cost you people. It's going to cost you friends. It's going to cost you family members. It's going to cost you romantic relationships. One thing I will say about that last part, especially when it costs you romantic relationships, we need to be able to identify people in our lives who are going to help us be better. Like, not that they do the work for you, or not that they put you in better positions, which is awesome, is great if they could, but they believe in you more than you believe in you sometimes. They show up for you in the way that you need, the intangible things. They create space for you to actually be you. We need those people. And if the relationships that you're in, romantic or platonic or whatever it is, don't create that space, then it robs of that space. It either creates or it takes. There is no in between. There is no just middle limbo ground. It either creates or it takes. There are people that are going to create peace in your life. They're going to create space. They're going to create doors for you. And there are people that are going to take from it. There are people that are going to take your peace. They're going to take your access. They're going to take the things that you deserve because you gave it to them. We need to learn to allow ourselves that space to just simply be real with us, to just simply create the person that we need and to flourish from that. So if you're growing, it's going to hurt, and people will leave, and things will be pruned, and it will look like it's falling apart. But the more firm you become in you, the more validation you give yourself, the more reality and more opportunity you give you to actually thrive. It's not an easy thing to do, but it'll be the greatest thing you ever do.